Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so we've gotten some feedback that people love to know what the future is. Like, what are we all thinking about and working on and researching as far as some new concepts, new ideas for Jeunesse? So, William, I know that you are doing that. So go ahead and give us an idea of what you're doing.
Yes, thank you very much. Well, you know, we have so much product in the pipeline today that we don't know what to choose first. But as far as I'm concerned, I choose one special topic because it's accurate today, is the immune system. Well, you know, it's a very, very sensitive subject because this system, it can go wrong on both ways. Means too much or not enough. As you know, our immune system is our army, our protectors against any invader. His role is to neutralize any potential threat, no more, no less. Let me give you some example, and then I will share with you how can we improve that. You know, sometimes the immune system overreact on a permanent way, and this is the case for instance, autoimmune diseases, where the immune system is so much overreacting that it will destroy our own cells. And or it can overreact on a spontaneous way, one way, like, you know, in COVID-19, by initiating some storm. We call it interleukin storm. So, you know, so on another way, the immune system can underreact, like in AIDS, or when we have a first contact with the COVID-19 or any virus, when the system is not enough strong. So as far as I'm concerned, I work a lot about the immune system because I have an autoimmune diseases, and my only concern was how can we slow down the immune system. Then 1 year ago come the virus, the big virus, and we have no treatment, and we have no vaccine, and the only way to be protected until the vaccine arrives is to boost our immune system. And many companies try to say, hey, here is how we can boost the system. Unfortunately, I have a dilemma how to boost the system for the virus and to slow down the system for the immune system, for the autoimmune diseases. So what can we do? I start to read, and I come to a new concept. Well, not a new concept, but a concept that I knew what I didn't take too much attention. It's called adaptogens. Adaptogens are herbal remedies which are known for thousands of years from the Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, which the goal is to regulate our body, means to promote what we call homeostasis. And that's what I started to work with, you know. How this product work. I see a lot of different papers on that. And the good things about this product that they regulate the system. They boost it when it's necessary, they slow down when it's necessary. And this is what I wanted. And this is where I think we have one of our future, is to work with this herbal product. And I give you some example: ashwagandha, Siberian ginseng, rhodiola, schizandra, some mushroom like reishi, but also colostrum or royal jelly. So my goal today for the future is to build the perfect synergetic formula in order to have a product which can balance every system that we have in our body in accordance with the Y.E.S system and with a good healthy lifestyle. Here is what I have to do to tell you.
Thank
Back
you
to you.
so much, Dr. Amzallag. Dr. Newman, what are you working on?
So, hello everyone. It's great to be here. Thank you, Dr. Amzallag. That was very clear, and I think is a big step forward for us to fill in the gaps of the Y.E.S system. And alongside that, like Dr. Amzallag said, there's inflammation that's caused by this process, and we can address the inflammation in many different ways, because inflammation is actually the cause of aging. Your tissues break down because of inflammation. We age because of inflammation. Think about, like I show sometimes, the apple, as you let it, sit and it oxidizes, is breaking down, and that's oxidation. Is part of that is in your body is sort of through the inflammatory process. There's actually a term called inflammaging. The inflammation causes the aging process because it breaks down tissues. And one of the things we can do is to reduce that inflammation, to balance the body, and to help the body to become more in balance and have the ability to sort of restore what's been damaged. And that's sort of the next stage of the Y.E.S system that we're talking about. And I look forward to bringing that technology through our stem cell technology, where we know these plants have these effects. How can we get those effects through our stem cell platform to come down and improve your health and your ability to be mobile and live a full life?
Perfect. Thank you so much, Dr. Newman. So, Dr. Martinez.
Yes. Well, first of all, hello, everyone. Hello, William. Hello, Jeunesse family worldwide. Hola, Jeunesse. So happy to be here. We're working on a lot of things right now, very interesting. I have been focusing mostly in, Brazil and South America. For Brazil, we've been working on specific supplements to help men and women. This is a very important aspect. A lot of people want something that can really focus on this aspect, especially men in Brazil. They've been wanting a supplement that's for them.
Because we're different.
Exactly.
Men and women are different.
We're different, definitely different, and that always is important. So we're working on that. In Latin America, also working on products that can help support a healthy microbiome. The microbiome, the intestinal flora, the bacteria there, it's so relevant to health right now. And so we're working on that too. 2021 is going to come with really neat surprises for everyone. And on a more clinical level, which is going to eventually relate to a product with Jeunesse, we're also working on how do we focus on removing unwanted cells. And this is a very, very interesting topic in anti-aging therapeutics right now. We know that as we age, these old cells accumulate in the body, and they cause dysfunction, tissue dysfunction, organ dysfunction. So now we have strategies to really just knock these cells off, eliminate these cells, senolytics, as we call them, these compounds, which are, some of them have been pharmaceutical, others are natural. Of course, we're going to focus on the natural. But these compounds have the capacity to really help the body eliminate unwanted cells. It's like really revving up housekeeping. When you have a room, a house, and you need to remove what's just not working anymore, not old. So that sort of approach, it's really exciting. We're launching a new professional society dedicated to this. We're going to be following up with research, trials and everything. So I think that senolytic therapies and senolytic support is going to be crucial, and it's also coming in 2021. So it's very good. And just wanted to let everyone in Jeunesse know, because I know all of you get asked this a lot. When are we launching new products? When is something new coming around? And I want everyone to appreciate and understand that it's really behind the scenes. It's really challenging. So it's a lot of work, because first of all, we want to make sure we have the science to support everything. We want to make sure we have the experience to support these products. And also, we need to work with, regulatory challenges that happen with different countries, different regions. So that's why some products aren't always available everywhere. It's just part of what it is. And as medical advisors, we have to step up and just really work with the local teams. So that's what we're doing, but it's exciting, isn't it?
That's awesome. So far, we have adaptogens that if you need more, it gives you more. If you need less, it gives you less in so many different areas. We have inflammation and how to manage inflammation. And we have basically taking out the garbage.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Because senolytic, big word for, let's take out the garbage. Take out the cells that aren't doing anything anymore and get everything clean.
Exactly.
Right?
How the body be able to just rejuvenate and replenish itself.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, and one of the things that I've been working on is, you actually touched on it a little bit, is what happens in our gut, because it is hugely important. You might not know this, but they are actually now, we understand which gut microbes, well, just real quick, let me tell you that there's good bacteria and bad bacteria in your gut. But we have, if we eat just a regular American diet, we have mostly bad bacteria, and that's not good. If we have mostly good bacteria, what happens is that's actually 70%, if not more, of our immune system. So our immune system, 70% of it is right here in your intestines. And not only that, but that bacteria actually has very specific functions. Each bacteria, each good bacteria, has specific functions. There is a bacteria they found now that is more common in people who live to be 100 and are healthy. Live to be 100 and they're healthy, and they have this particular bacteria. I want it. I want to make sure I have it, So those kinds of things are the kinds of products we are looking how to do that, how to make it the most effective, the most cost effective, and that's one of the places we are. And so that's a huge section of the next level of the Y.E.S system. So, Mr. Stem Cell Researcher, Christian Drapeau.
Thank you so much.
What are you working on?
It's interesting because although we sort of all work separately, we're very united in all this work, because I'm also working on senolytics, inflammaging, probiotics. So we worked in a way to get with a togetherness that is beautiful to see, actually. But one of the
adaptogens,
and adaptogens also, William. But one of the focus of what I'm working on right now is a project that I've been working on for a long time, which is I consider more of sort of an in-depth work. And it's the link between health and the number of stem cells. We all know that more stem cells in circulation help the body repair better. We know that stem cells repair what's broken. But most of us live most of our lives without anything broken. So there's another more subtle message that I believe is actually the most important, is that every day of our lives we have some wear and tear. It just happens you don't feel it, but it's there. If every day you can repair this very small wear and tear, you won't feel the repair either. But if you can do this effectively, then you can age beautifully. If you cannot do this effectively, these small wear and tear accumulates over time, and that is the main cause of the development of those so-called age-related health problems. If you count the number of stem cells in the bloodstream of people who have developed various types of age-related problems, they all have on average half the number of stem cells that you find in healthy people. Many, many studies have documented this. So now you've all had blood tests. So you get your blood test report, you have your number of red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, there's a range, and if you're outside of the range, a doctor will tell you are at risk for developing whatever problem. So the big question, the project I'm working on is, can we do a meta-analysis of all the scientific literature and derive a number of stem cells under which we are at risk to be on the path to develop various kinds of problems, because this is the language of clinical medicine. We can talk about these concepts as much as we want. If we don't speak the language of clinical medicine, it remains on the fringe. The moment we can say there's a number of stem cells under which you're on the path to develop problems, then it's like cholesterol. It's like other things. So now people can wrap their mind around this, and it becomes part of their health. And the big question after, because we talked about it before, and that was your question, well, what do we do when we know that we are at risk? Well, you can do a lot of genetic tests. There's all kind of things that you can do to determine what's my weakness and what's my probable problem.
You mean the
develop.
reason, like, so if you have a low, for your age, amount of stem cells, how does that show up in an individual person? That's what you mean.
Exactly. Like,
right.
am I at risk to develop blood glucose problems, brain problems, or whatever the problem is? Well, you can figure it out because you kind of know yourself, you know your family, your history, genetics, past injuries, all kinds of things. But at the end of the day, the beautiful part of this message to me is that we all know what it's caused by. It's because today I don't have enough stem cells to make up for the wear and tear, so that the problem won't grow and accumulate. So today, if I have a means of putting more stem cells in circulation, I don't need to know what my risk was. I take care of it at the source. So it really squarely puts back the message on how can we just put more stem cells in circulation today so that we age beautifully. But it starts with establishing what is that magic number under which we start to be at a place where we're on the risk of losing our health over the next 5, 10, 15 years.
I really like that. It's, you know, what's your stem cell score?
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Exactly.
You go to the clinic, you get a blood draw, and you get that stem cell score, and from there you go into interventions.
Exactly. And the problem right now is that because it's not yet a concept that has been formulated that way, you cannot go and have your stem cell tested.
Yeah.
You can go into a hospital and centers that can do it, but nobody can go to the clinic and get it done. When the concept has come, those assays will be developed and it will become routine. So it's a long-term project, but I think it's a fascinating one.
Definitely.
Well, and you know, it's interesting because, like you were saying, everything kind of goes in together. And you were saying about the stem cells. And earlier, yesterday, I did a thing where I was talking about how cells leave the body because they die and they go away.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? But if you don't replace them with many different mechanisms in the body, if you don't replace them, then your health is not in balance.
Yeah.
And that is obviously the key to everything, just like with inflammation. You need a certain balance of inflammation, certainly not too much. And that's where adaptogens come in, is that balance. So I definitely see the synergy like we have right now in the Y.E.S system with all of these concepts we're working on, and we didn't even for sure know we were all working on these.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah, that's right. So how do you think, I'm going to just start with you, Christian. How do you think anything, it doesn't have to be with what you're working on, but possibly with what you're working on or other ways, how does the Y.E.S system, as it stands now, how does that relate to what people can do, what people can for now, before we develop all these ideas, what can they do to enhance their health, assuming some of these ideas are there?
Well, on the topic that I just talked about, the beauty of it is that, yes, it may still take a number of years before we formulate this whole concept, derive all of this from the scientific literature, present it, and let it slowly sink in. It could take 5, 10 years before this concept sinks in and it becomes something that is mainstream clinical. But today, there's a lot of things that we can do to solve the problem and go to the root cause. And we've got all the products right now to do it. So Jeunesse is in a really beautiful place to handle the problem right away. Revita Blue will put more stem cells in circulation. Reserve will support the proliferation of these stem cells, the circulation of these stem cells, the transformation of these stem cells in various tissue. Luminesce will have as peptide that supports the role of these stem cells in the skin. AMPM supports the multiplication of these stem cells. Finity protects the DNA in these stem cells, the telomeres in these new emerging cells, the greatest place where affinity has an effect. So you start to go through a lot of these products, and we realize that we're already handling the problem at the root cause of what is aging.
And I think when you talk about the level of stem cells, probably number one would be Revita Blue because of that natural release.
Correct.
You
can increase stem cells by running a marathon, doing super intense exercise. If you cannot run a marathon every day, your alternative is to take Revita Blue.
Well, that's good. Dr. Martinez.
Yes. Well, I mean, you know, I get told a lot that sometimes when I start explaining things, I get too technical, too scientific, and you know, it's a challenge sometimes, I think, for us to speak in more lay terms. But I want everyone to visualize, I'm going to make an analogy here, the Y.E.S system with an orchestra playing a symphony. Now, you know, when you sit down and you listen to a beautiful orchestra playing, you realize that as the song goes along, some instruments are being played while others are not, but eventually all the instruments are being played. And to appreciate the song, you have to appreciate the orchestra, the instruments. You have to listen to the whole song. So what I mean with this, if everyone's asking, is that it's like what I mean with this is to appreciate and maximize the benefits of the Y.E.S system. You have to be consistent. You have to be consistent with the supplement use. If we're using Revita Blue, you know, Revita Blue, you have to take it every day. It's not just once and done. Same with the other products, same with Luminesce for the skin benefits. You know, we need that consistency and to achieve wellness, to maximize wellness. And the other thing is that as the orchestra, you know, Y.E.S system is evolving. We know it evolves. We know as science advances, as we learn new things, as we research, as we apply new things, we bring new things to the Y.E.S system. So it's dynamic, it's evolution. I love it. You know, it is what it has to be. And rest assured, this system is really just optimized at every time for that moment, and it keeps evolving and growing.
Thank you. Dr. Newman.
I agree with you. I mean, the whole concepts that we put together, Y.E.S system, was actually to bring balance to the body. And when you have any of these issues that we just talked about, your body's out of balance. But like the Luminesce product that I developed, if you're out in the sun and you're being exposed to pollution, your skin is going to get damaged. So that's why we've created those peptides to repair, and that's why we have the shields to protect you from the environment. But at the same time, you're also breathing all that in. So you have reserve, and you have all the other supplements and Revita Blue to improve your health on a daily basis. And just like we don't see our aging process from day to day, and you have to wait like 5 years, and you compare the picture from 5 years ago and you go, oh, wow, I see the change. You want to make sure that if you do this, you look at that picture and say, oh, wow, not only I don't see that change of aging that I've only maintained, but I'm healthier today than I was 5 years ago.
You're so right. It's a daily process. You see it 5 years later, but during those 5 years, it happened every day. So you need to take care of it every day. Put more stem cells in circulation every day. Protect your skin every day. Do all of this every day.
That's absolutely right. Dr. Amzallag, how do you see the Y.E.S system?
Yes, and the Y.E.S system is for 10 years, we try to be in accordance with the Y.E.S system. Y.E.S system is about balance, is about homeostasis. Health is the ability to come back to normal whatever we receive as a stress. And, whatever product we have to understand that a part of this product, we have to maintain a healthy lifestyle, because it has been proven 1 million times that physical activity can reduce stress, can reduce cancer, can reduce chronic diseases. It's a very simple things that we have to do. So we have to teach all our distributors that whatever product will come, whatever good they are, we have to combine them with lifestyle, healthy lifestyle, in order to help these dynamic things, which is health, which is a dynamic things which can change every second. This is what we're trying to do in Jeunesse for all these years, and this is why we will be successful for many years, because we combine healthy lifestyle and healthy product. Back to you.
I agree with Dr. Amzallag. And one of the things we didn't actually talk about is the Zen products and the whole system and the whole concept of living a healthy lifestyle, just like you said, being physically active. But if you got inflammation, that means you got pain in your joints, your muscle. And that's why we want to bring those new products to enable people to be able to continue to do these things, and those will be enabling them to take the full advantage of the Y.E.S product. And I think that's where we're all sort of reaching to. That's our goal, to make sure that everybody's able to do the full Y.E.S system.
And I can't agree more. Besides being a physician, I went actually back to school to become an exercise physiologist, to get a master's in exercise physiology, because I got out of medical school and I thought, okay, that was nice. I learned all about what to do if somebody gets sick, but how do I stop them from being sick? And how do I help them even be more healthy than just not sick? There's a big difference. So it is exactly what everybody is talking about, because one thing that I really want to stress is it does not matter whether you are 20, 15, 85, or 100, or 50. Doesn't matter. You can increase your health, you can increase your muscle mass, you can increase your ability to exercise no matter what age. And that's not just my opinion. No. That's been proven over and over again. They take seniors, people who have been very sedentary, meaning they don't do much but sit on the couch, and it's not probably because they're seniors, they've been sitting on the couch probably since they were in their 30s. But now it's showing up. And even doing exercises in a chair makes a difference. So the lifestyle of Jeunesse is about youth. But it's not just about, looking like you're 20 or being able to move like you're 20. It's whatever betterment you can have for you. No matter where you start, it doesn't matter. You can do it, and our products and our teachings are a help. Like you were saying, if you're hurting somewhere, if you're not hurting now, you can move it along a little faster, a little further, and have a little more fun. Because it really is about being fun. The only reason you want to be youthful is to have fun. No. That's my personal opinion. You want to have fun. And that's what youth enhancement is to be able to have fun with your mind, fun with your body, fun in all ways. Exercise should not be boring. It should be fun. And don't forget, lots of things are exercise. I'm not, will you? Dr. Amzallag, you've said it all the time, that love and sex is fun, and it is also exercise.
Yeah.
I got that from you. So I think we're on a delay because now he's laughing. Okay. So you were going to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to add, and hopefully for this to serve as a motivation for all the distributors out there. You know, the fields of anti-aging medicine and regenerative medicine are really making great leaps, and we're going to see some major advancements in 5, 10, 20 years from now, like stuff that would seem like science fiction.
Yep.
So we're gonna, it's gonna be a really interesting new world. So why I say this is because I tell my patients and I tell distributors and I tell everyone, stay healthy, maximize your health, because what's coming next is gonna be amazing. So, you know, incorporate the Y.E.S system, integrate, stay there, because again, you know, 20 years from now, it's gonna be really, really interesting. And I think that we can all do that. We can all be well, we can all stay well, lifestyle, Y.E.S system, mindset, attitude is amazing. You know, just having a positive mindset will do so many great things for you. So just, you know, be a survivor, walk this road, and we'll walk it together, because it's gonna be a good one.
You bet. William, Dr. Amzallag, do you have any closing comments?
Well, we are, of course, for 1 year we're facing a very big challenge, and you know that with the virus. And of course, my dream will be that within the distributors, the Jeunesse distributors, we cannot find one single person which have COVID-19, which means that they have a healthy lifestyle, that they take all the product, that they boost our system, or they optimize our immune system. Please stay safe. Please stay safe until the end of this crisis. That's what I want to say.
Thank you. Did you have?
Yeah, I agree with Dr. Martinez that, you know, and Dr. William, that we want to stay healthy. We want to be at our best. The longer we are keeping ourselves healthy, and as our medicine and technology and the ability to bring better health, better results, will enable us to actually live even longer and better. And living longer doesn't mean just being alive. It's being vital. It's being living it to the fullest. And when your mind is in a good state and your body is in a good state, then your immune system is in a good state, and your health is in a good state, and your life is in a good state. And you want to continue that. And I think the science and the results that we get is amazing from what I hear from our Jeunesse members, and I always love to hear from them. That's what really gives me the passion to go forward and build and come and bring the new product and what's next, because I get that feedback. I know we're helping people, and if we're helping people, that means they're helping people, because they're sharing this knowledge with the rest of the world. And that was our vision from the very get-go. When we started Jeunesse with Randy and Wendy, I said to them, this technology needs to be out there, and they wanted to share it with the world. And today, it is a household name, and thanks to them, you know, everybody's benefiting from this science and this technology.
Absolutely. Kristen, any closing comments?
Coming back to something I think that I've mentioned a number of times, what the Y.E.S system impresses me in a way, because I think, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that at the beginning of the creation of that system, the identity of each product was not necessarily already thought out and planned. It sort of grew organically. And it grew into a system that is really not like a catalog or a shelves, you know, where you go and you pick whatever you want. I mean, of course you can pick whatever you want, but there's an organicity that has developed where each product has a strong and beautiful synergy with each of the products. So my message is, if you've tried Luminez before, but without Revita-Blue, go back and try them together. Add Reserve to it, add Nara to it. Use these products, experiment with them, because what they do together is more than what you expect from the sum of each of them separately. There's a beautiful synergy in that system. Just experiment with it and see what it can do for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I want to just real quick reiterate what you said, which is, please let us know. Let us know what you guys feel, what you see, what do people ask for, want, because it does. It helps us to, one, know where to focus, and sometimes it gives us ideas that we wouldn't have had before. And that is the key, the way Jeunesse is a family, because we really are. It's not distributors and corporate, and it's not like that. We're different than most companies. We're a family, and families, well, at least they should, families talk to each other. So please let us all know what's going on.
You know, you ask almost anyone who is aging, still young, 60s, early 70s, and if they have lost their health, the greatest regret now is that they cannot do what they would like to do. No. So as we age, we need to understand that it's today that something needs to be done to have that freedom in 5, 10, 15 years, because in 15 years, you will experience the consequence of what is happening today. So all these products, Revita Blue, all the other products, it's today that we need to start to use them in order to be able to enjoy that life, you know, in 5, 10, 15 years.
I see Revita Blue up there.
There we go.
All right.
Wonderful.
Anything else?
I mean, honestly, I think we've covered everything. On a personal note, I'm just really optimistic, and I'm hoping that 2021 is a year that we can see all of you distributors again in person. I want to hug every one of you. I want, you know, to be able to just connect again in the manner that we all want to do. So that's just on a personal note. I'm very optimistic, good vibes, lots of good things for 2021. I want to hug William again.
And in the meantime, like William says, everybody stay safe. Do lots of Zoom calls.
Yeah.
Talk to everybody that you know so that everybody can get all what we have here at Jeunesse. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
At Jeunesse, we have a system of products that pushes a youthful, healthier lifestyle to new heights. And we make it easier than ever with our exclusive Jeunesse Youth Enhancement System. Our top-selling skincare products emphasize radiant, younger-looking skin and diminish the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles, and other imperfections. The cutting-edge wellness products of the Youth Enhancement System rely on exceptional blends of vitamins, minerals, and other essential elements as they work with our skincare products, helping you achieve a more youthful, healthful feeling every day. Our innovative beauty products are carefully and responsibly curated by industry experts. These beauty boons help reveal and ignite every aspect of a more gorgeous you. The Jeunesse Youth Enhancement System.
All right, thank you.